So good evening. So it's like we have already seen a few examples of turtle graphics in previous uh, classes, maybe one or two examples where we have drawn some graphics. So here the main turtle graphics, so what exactly it is, so we will start from uh, the basics. So it's like for example, we are trying to draw something using a pen on a paper, and we are imagining to draw some circles or to draw uh, uh, circle triangles or some type of shapes, maybe stars or something like that. So similarly with the type of idea, so if you are able to draw with the help of coding in uh, Python, that's the idea of turtle graphics. So we can draw multiple shapes, or depending on our logics, it will draw the multiple shapes. So it's like providing us a pen and paper to draw different shapes, even complex images on the on the screen. So for doing that, we need to write a logic. So but the logic is like we have to use already the defined methods which are already there in the turtle graphics module. We need to import that, and we need to use that all the methods by creating the objects. So let's go how we will be doing. So it's like first we need to import the turtle module. So we will be importing the turtle model. So similarly in Coffee Machine project, how we imported the coffee maker classes. Similarly, kind of stuff we are doing from import turtle, which is by default will get in the default Python installation. You don't need to install it again from pip or conda. Now we will be doing how much the setup. Like once we create the window, it will open the window. So we will be giving the width and height depending on our requirements. We can change this. And then we will be creating an object. For example, this t equal to turtle dot. So from this module, we are creating a turtle. This is the class name. If you have remembered, so we have already created similar type of class object using this class name. So this is the turtle class name. So now we have created an object, virtual turtle object. You can control of think of its drawing. So it's like now T is our now we will be using all the drawings using this T object. So now we have created object. Now there will be methods, right? So similar kind of methods where to calculate the uh, computations, or to check whether all the, for example, I'm just referring to coffee machine project, what we have done, whether all the ingredients are not by by referring to the method. So here also we are referring to this object, and then we are calling forward method, and it's the at parameter what we say. So when we give the some distance is the parameter. So when we give the argument, some argument should be in pixels. So it's like 80 something. So this object will move that much distance to forward, or otherwise it will go to backward. So similarly, if you want to turn left, right, what we did in, for example, in uh, that robot project, what we already seen a similar kind of stuff. So now it's in the code itself we are writing all this. So now pen up is like if you want to not to draw anything, just we lift the pen, and we don't draw that. So again, if you put the pen back down, similarly, like if you want to draw a dotted line, kind of stuff, then we are using this pen up and pen down methods. So So now we can combine all these methods. So here, so and going to the documentation. So this is the main documentation. So it's good to read how we will be doing. So it's very large documentation. It will help. But if you see like move and these are the main methods where we can use it, like forward, backward, left, right, go to positions, teleport, what exactly is set X, set Y. So what we will be doing, all that you can just refer to that. So for example, if we click on the forward method, so what it is saying, so it's like turtle.forward or turtle.ft. So you can use both this ft and forward also. So distance, so the parameter is a distance and it should be a number, integer or float. So it's like turtle.position. So we are getting where the turtle is. So generally it will be at 0. X-axis 0 0, y-axis 0 0. Now if we are moving forward 45, like 25, sorry. So then it moves towards x-axis side 25. So backward also similar kind of stuff. So it's like if you give 30, it will go move towards like minus 30. So for example, if you imagine a graph, generally which are divided into four quadrants. So it's like our it will be at center where 0 comma 0. Depending on our positions, it will move forward or backward. So similarly, like appearance, shape. So when we want to draw, for example, shape. So generally by default it will be arrow. So but if you want to change uh, to a little bit shapes, then we can change it to turtle, like so it will get a turtle like circle, square. Classic is normal dot. So here we have to register shape. So let us see all that. So we have all that. So for example, so we have imported turtle as T. Otherwise we need to this alias we have already discussed. So turtle, we have imported turtle as T, and then we are creating some variable to meet the turtle with this T dot turtle. So it's similar to kind of this notation where we create T equal to turtle dot turtle. So here just we are creating T dot turtle. Now I am uh, changing the shape to a turtle shape. So it's like it will give us a little tortoise, and then I am putting that to red. So just for our purpose, just I want to just comment it out. Now I will comment block. I just want to run this. Or just here. Okay, it's like it has opened, but it is very fast. So if you want to set the open like inside. Just I think we have to create a screen turtle dot screen. So just I will be asking. So turtle syntax. So I'm trying to join. So just creating another variable like s is equal to turtle dot screen. Just saving it, and then I want to run it again. So, okay, so it is closing it. Okay, I'm going back and this time delaying. So now again I am running it. So if you see the shape of the turtle is, we have created turtle shape and it is going forward 100 and coming backward 100, and it turned to right and it turned to left, and it went to the like heading. So we need to check what exactly this is. So again we go back, set heading. So so in which so in which direction it should face. So normally standard mode, it's if it is 0 it will. So again I will be running this. Let me delay further. Maybe I'm delaying 100. Let's see. So it is going forward and it is coming backward to 100 and it is turning and it is turning and finally it went back to east position. So we set to turn left. So if I comment this out, so then again I will run. So now the shape changes to dot. If you see, you get arrow. So these are the methods what we are discussing here. So so it went forward, how much pixels we have given, it came back backward how much pixels. So it turned left and it turned right. And as of now we haven't used this pen up and down methods. Now for example, so now we have understand how we can move the pen. So for example, it's the pen, and whatever the screen is opening, it's the you think of a paper, and whatever we are writing in that, we can think of a pen, whatever in our hand. So it's like we are just doing like line and forward line, backward line. So now just commenting this out. Now if I uncomment it, so now I want to draw a square. So here I am using a for loop, but generally if you don't want to use a for loop, we need to run this two lines four times. So it's like we are drawing first line 100 pixels. For example, say it is 100 centimeters, and then we will be moving 90 degrees, and then back to again 90 degrees. Like 90 degrees we turn, and it will move 100 centimeters, and again it will turn to right 90 degrees, and it will again turn, and it will come back. So it's like four times. So for the square we will have four sides, and we will be having 90 degrees. 490 degrees will be there. So again now I will be running the same. Okay, sorry, this is not defined. Uh, So I have commented it out the red and everything, right? So now it's by default it is doing only that. So it's like we are forwarding it. So it's like we are drawing our own with pen and paper. We are drawing the square. So here what we are doing, we are just instructing uh, like whatever the object we are created. For example, this is the object Timmy that it will be created. So we should think of a pen, and we are saying that pen to move forward 100 pixels. So we can like consider it as to move the pen to 100 centimeters, and then you have to turn right, and you have to go upwards 100 centimeters, and again you have to turn left, again go back 100 centimeters. So now it's we have used only forward and left methods. Now just I'm commenting again this out. Now I'm uncommenting this. So now I am creating another variable, like for example, some just instead of creating every time the large variable, just we are creating Tim and t dot title. Now it's like uh, we want to draw a dotted line. So it's like how much times we need to like dotted line, how much, like 15 uh, times we want to repeat the steps. So it's like for 10 centimeters we need to draw one line, and then stop for again and then again for 10 centimeters we need to draw a line, and again we need to go come back. So it's like so now for 10 centimeters we will be drawing one line, and then we will be lifting up the pen. So we are not drawing anything, and we will move 10 centimeters forward, and again we come back, pen down, and then again we draw 10 centimeters. So it's like we will be repeating it for 15 centimeters. So if you want to draw that much centimeters line, we have to run all these four commands 15, like 4 into 15 60 times we need to write all these commands. So instead of that we are using a for loop, and then we just writing that. So let me run this command again. So if you see there is spaces got, so it's like it is creating only for 10 centimeters for 10 pixels it is creating, and even it is stopping. So this is a dash line. Now I'm commenting it out, and now I'm just uncommenting how we need to draw a circle. So it's like now we are defining another variable like r. I'm this. So here just I'm using the same object Tim. So we have two objects like Tim dot title. So Tim dot title and Tim dot title. So here we have a default method of circle. So where we can write the circle. So I am giving a radius as 50. So this is one kind. So now if you want to draw multiple circles, so it's like it you have imagined tangent circles, right? So for example, from the same starting point we will write one circle, and then the same starting point, the radius will increase but the starting point will be the same. So in normal in our lower classes where we used to draw tangent circles from the same starting point, so similarly kind of stuff we are doing. So the smallest circle here I am defining another variable r1, and then how many tangent circles we want, like just 10. So here we are starting from 1 to n plus 1, like 1 to 11, and then the increment is 1, and then we are actually for every tangent circle it will increment by n. So for example, for first it will be 10, and then the second circle it will be 20. So similarly kind of stuff it will do. So let's see how it will draw. So okay, let's draw one by one instead of drawing. It will get confused, or let's see. So I delayed, so it's a run first circle with 50 centimeters radius, the second circle now it is drawing tangent circles. So 10, 20, 30, it is going to 40. Now on the 50 circle again it will draw. Now it will increase the radius to 60. 70. Think it will draw three more circles. So tangent circle is nothing but if you draw a tangent for all the circles, if you draw this one, the straight line, so for all the circles there will be only one tangent. It is done. Now again going back, so here what we did, we have drawn multiple tangent circles by using for loop. So if you increase or decrease the number, the circle should also go increases, and you can refer to different kind of stuff. I mean to say. Okay. So just I am checking for circle. For example, let's see if you go this. So here single circle, and then this is the tangent, and here is spiral, and this is like concentric circles. You can explore multiple things. Coming back to our thing, now just I will again comment this out, and I will comment the final for today. So it's like I want to draw multiple like from triangle to a decagon. For each sides triangle, square, uh, pentagon, hexagon, septagon, octagon. So I want to draw everything. So generally for depending on the sides, the angles will change, right? So for example, for square it will be uh, 90, 90, 90. For a hectagon it will be 72 degrees. Even if you take a triangle 360 by 3. Okay, sorry, it's like 120, 120, 120. Yeah, generally it should be when we divide 360 by 3, generally the angle should be 120, 120. Depending on the sides, the angles will change. Uh, so again, it's similar kind of stuff what we are doing. Just we are doing the forward like what we have exactly did for square to draw a square, like forward and then doing the left. Now here actually we are taking a right instead of left. So anything will do the same. So if we left, it will draw upwards. If we do the right, it will draw it downwards. So now again, so if just we want to distinguish, I want to draw everything in one side. So just I have defined a function. So 360 divided by depending on the sides, and then for I in right, a number of sides. So it will draw like the angle we are calculating here. So for example, if it is 4, it will draw 4 times. So it will repeat for 4 times. If it is 5, it will repeat for 5 times. The same, but the angle will be different. But if you want to distinguish, so here we are giving the color should vary. So we have defined the color palette. So in a list, so you can get the color palette from here. So this is the Tkinter like turtle colors. So if you click on this, so whatever you colors, for example. So this is our turtle name CSS. What is the CSS? What is the turtle color or hexagon? What is the RGB values? So everything we will get. So what we defined here. So cornflower blue, dark orchid. So let's see what colors. Medium blue, dark blue, light blue, royal blue, yeah, cornflower blue. So we have to define this turtle name colors. So we have defined everything in this color list. For maybe we have taken 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now here we will be starting with 3 because that's the only from triangle we will start. So that's why we have taken 3, and we are calling the draw shape function where we will be giving from 3 to 10. So here that 3 will come here and then it will go here, and 360 divided by 120, so it will turn 120 degrees and draw the triangle. So when it is come to 4, it will 360 divided by 4, it will 90 degrees, it will draw a square. So let's see how it will be drawing. So the first it has dependent on glue. Now again, so we are giving right, so it is going to right. Now square drawn. Now it is drawing pentagon. Hexagon. It's drawing septagon. Yeah. So now I've drawn all the so it's like triangle is like 120 degrees is the outside value. Like when we draw a triangle, for example, so it's like 90 degrees will be inside and 120 degrees will be outside. So sorry, the total sum will be like 180 degrees. So it's like 60, 60, 60. So what the inner it will be 60 degrees, but when we draw a thing like uh, the outer angle and the inner angles will be 60, 60, 60, but when we are drawing, so it's like 120 degrees it will rotate. That's why it's like 360 divided by 20, it will be 120 is the outer angles. Even for all the square also it's like But if we add with a tangent line, then the sum of outer angle, exterior angle and interior angle will be 180 degrees for any side. So yeah, we need to have some geometric sense as well, to draw everything uh, using this, how to calculate the formulas. Yeah. So that's how we will be using taking the sorry, turtle graphics. So depending on this only we will be coding going forward. Uh, I meant to say snake game. So what we have, already, uh, many people, everyone of us played in mobiles the snake game or on. So it's like all in a square where the snake will eat the food and it will increase its size. Similar kind of stuff we will be coding. So using only this turtle graphics going forward. Yeah. So it's very useful. You can say it. You can draw multiple things. You can draw. I meant to say you can combine it with multiple things. Uh, where we can draw our own photographs using this thing. We have already. I have already did it. Not sure. Yes. So transcripts. So for example, okay, this thing, this thing. Not coming up. So this is once I open this is actually drawn with the help of Turtle Graphics and Canva, where we can give input as our photo, and then it will draw using the sketch. So it's like we are using OpenCV module and then converting it to a grayscale image, and then we will drawing this with the help of Turtle Graphics. So you can use this module by combining with the different things, and you can create complex functions as well, complex things. Like you can draw multiple things, but you need to uh, know how to draw, how to do the coding, and how to implement the logic. So it's a very vast kind of stuff will be available. So we have given, you can get ideas how to do that, like interactive turtle graphics tutorial, interactive graphics project ideas, where the color palettes are there. So for example, yes, I think it's both are same only. Just want to open. So here all this, if you want to this one, so you can try all this. So there will multiple things. It's like very vast. If I want to open this, just will, if I want. So you can learn multiple things here. Uh, so, yeah, I think that's it. We will see much later how we can use this. So